I just feel like my face looks so ashy. But anyway, hi Gemini, and welcome to your mid-month reading. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus in the sign of Gemini. Nonetheless, if you just happened to come across this video, I am more than sure that there is a message in here for you, and I do hope that it finds you well. Let's get into what came up for you energetically. First out was the Sun card, followed by the Temperance card and the Six of Pentacles. Coming into the obstacles, things that you may be undergoing if it hasn't already happened yet, you have the Page of Wands, followed by the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Okay, and then coming into the last week of July and what you need to be focusing on in order to overcome these energies, you have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, some of you guys are really heavily focused and invested on improving your finances. But what's interesting is the Sun card came out, and I feel like some of you guys need to look on the bright side. Some of you are already looking on the bright side of things at this time of the month, right? Despite anything that you may be going through. But I feel like some of you guys, if you aren't, you need to fully embrace all the things that the Leo energy does bring you, right? This is talking about self-confidence, right? This is talking about just being optimistic. This is talking about potentially being the center of attention, right? And looking at the ways that it benefits you to put yourself out there and to be in the forefront and to take charge of your life. I want to say jovial, but like comedic, very entertaining at this time. Seeing how your vitality has been changing with the Sun and Leo energy, right? And being able to figure out how to fully embrace what it's trying to tell you at this time, especially with the Six of Pentacles. This can be a card of like signs and synchronicities and or just deeper understanding. But yeah, now is a good time for you to fully just play with these energies. Because I definitely feel like in the obstacles positions, with the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Wands, some of you guys are very short-tempered at this time. Like you're not extending your lightheartedness, right? With the Sun and the Temperance card that came out up top. Some of you guys are struggling with being happy. Some of you guys just need to understand with this Temperance card, definitely have patience with yourself, right? Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. Nobody's expecting you to do a complete 160, but a complete 180 overnight, right? Nobody should have that expectation of anyone, especially when there are certain attributes that you have held on to for like 20 plus years, right? It's hard to change 20 years of a habit overnight. But at the same time, I feel like what you guys need to learn with this Temperance energy is to balance your optimism with a bit of pessimism. But if you are intolerant towards other people, you need to take a closer look at that coming into the middle of the month. Why you're so quick to cut people off. I feel like for some of you, somebody's trying to test your boundaries coming into the middle of the month. They're trying to get a rise out of you. I'm hearing that. Somebody's trying to get a rise out of you. Do not feed into that energy though, because it's not going to do anything but set you back, right? It's a self-sabotaging behavior to also lash out and fight fire with fire. Because I feel like some of you guys are definitely considering that, giving somebody a taste of their own medicine. Okay, I'm hearing that. But do realize what that would do for you in the end, and the type of situations that will then open you up to. Like, you will be susceptible and very vulnerable with this energy to attracting more negative experiences if you allow somebody to get the best of you and you two play in their toxic game. So for some of you guys, you don't need to be entertaining whoever this person is, right? It can be, again, a Leo. It can be, with this Temperance card, a Sagittarius. It could also just be a paternal figure in your life that is giving you trouble. And maybe you need to have a sit down with them because you realize that they've been trying to like push your buttons for a while. That they also may be trying to set expectations that can't be met. They're trying to have you live out with their dream because maybe they didn't fulfill all the things that they wanted to do with their life. So that is coming through. That could be what you need to talk to this father figure about. Somebody might be trying to just give you more fatherly advice and you might be taking it the wrong way. I'm getting that with this Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Wands energy. Because what's coming into the end of the month, you have the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, the Three of Pentacles, which talks... I can't speak. The Three of Pentacles, which talks about collaboration, right? A meeting of the minds. You have somebody or you have people around you that do have your best interest at heart. And I'm also getting that with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, thank you, Spirit, because that took a minute. So if this is somebody that was just trying to give you like some constructive criticism, doesn't even have to be a father figure, just somebody that you look up to, you could potentially admire this person, then just understand, don't take it the wrong way what they're saying, because they really are just trying to help you. They may be trying to help you see things differently. They might be trying to help you figure out how to invest your money. That's what they want. They want you to be able to be independent and financially secure, to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. But you can't do that if you've been acting out, or you've been just very like a spendthrift with your money. You're everywhere. You're not focused, right? They're trying to get you back into a point of focusing on yourself, on your self-esteem, on your self-confidence, and on your abilities, like on your character, for you to be able to take a little and make a lot with it. So yeah, just understand that they're trying to help you. It might not feel good, right? Especially if you've had a lot of yes men around you that have been supporting your behaviors thus far in your life, right? It's going to be a little uncomfortable. It might cause a little bit of conflict, right? Whenever a new piece of information or a new insight, a new perspective is being shown to you, it can be met with cognitive dissonance, right? It can cause a little bit of disarray because you're going to have to put or lay to rest your old ideologies to accept this new way of being and or a new way of thinking. This can be the other person that you may be having conversations with that it causes an argument with, right? That's to be expected. Anything that is to revolutionize what no longer works, it is destructive at first, right? It causes a lot of tension at first, and it's something that is understood at a later time, as long as it really is for like the greater good of everybody, right? So that is my 2 cents on that. If this is about a relationship, I feel like some of you guys have found yourself in a place where there is a bit of an imbalance. I feel like somebody might feel like they are more superior in the relationship. They feel like they wear the pants, so they make all the decisions in a relationship. That can definitely cause some frustration. That can definitely cause a lot of tension. A lot of harsh words being spoken that may not necessarily have been meant at the time, right? This is kind of just like a speaking without thinking type of card in the obstacles position. the Queen of Swords, she's not really a submissive person. So you might be trying to rebel at this time if you've been in a relationship with someone that's tried to have too much control, because they like being the center of attention. They like being in the forefront. For some of you guys, they like playing with your emotions. That's never really come up for me with the Temperance card, but I'm seeing that with the, just it's very wishy-washy energy what's coming through with this relationship. I would just say, instead of like rushing out and just walking out with no explanation, that you do, explain yourself, explain how you've been feeling, how you feel like you've been treated in this relationship. Don't be afraid to stand your ground and make your points known. Make sure that the person that you are expressing yourself to is listening to what you have to say, and that they take what you have to say into consideration, and that they are willing and or open to making necessary changes in order for the relationship to work. But if it's not something that they feel like they can do for you, then be willing at that point to move on and, sow your seeds elsewhere, right? Even if the relationship does not work out, the intention behind it, those seeds that you've planted in those relationships, that will still come back to you in other ways. So you can leave this relationship and very well walk into your true love, right? Be able to really have that fulfilling relationship, and to have that stability or security that you need, that you may feel like you're not getting. Okay, and or it can come through by way of a job opportunity that does for you what you felt like you needed in the relationship, that wasn't really self-serving. So just consider that. Understand that as long as your intentions were pure, as long as you were being honest and doing your part in the relationship, even if it doesn't work out, all those good things that you planted are still going to come back to you. Be open to God using you in very mysterious ways, because the sun is talking about like source energy, higher power, creation. So be open to God using you in mysterious ways, or using this lesson or this experience in very mysterious ways. You might be going through this lesson so that you can turn around and help somebody else before they get caught in a situation, right? You could very well be the person that like helps somebody by the end of the month. Some of you, though, you're just in your element. You're feeling really good this month, or coming into the Leo season, you're going to be feeling more upbeat and more positive, feeling like you are invincible in a sense, right? And you're just really working on your self-esteem and your confidence, especially if you're single. You're just taking the time to enjoy yourself. But do be careful with this Temperance card, because it can talk about overindulgence. So make sure that you don't overindulge in alcohol and or any other drugs, that you just remain in alignment, but do have a good time, right? I feel like a lot of you guys are attractive. Just be careful when it comes to your sensuality and or expressing yourself with passion, because it can be taken the wrong way, and or you can have a one-night stand. So if that's not really what you want to manifest and or attract in your life, just be sure that you make like good decisions when you're out and in that type of situation. Don't move off of impulse, right? Stay true to who you are. But yeah, on the job front, everything's looking good. You might be walking into a promotion. Somebody might be considering you for a promotion. You might be asking for a raise, and or you might be asking for a loan to start your business. You might not get all that you asked for, but you get enough to get yourself started. So don't complain, don't be ungrateful if you don't get the max amount that you asked for. You do have enough to work with. And do protect this energy. I would say keep this to yourself. If you do get money, don't share that you have come into an increase of money with anybody, because they will then try to figure out a way to take it from you, and then you'll be back at square one, So just be careful with that, you guys. That's what I'm picking up, though. As far as chakras, your throat chakra might be a little underactive. Your third eye crown chakra, and your sacral chakra and heart chakra are here. If this resonated for you, definitely give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more.